Have you ever tried game shooting in the UK? Welcome back to the shooting channel, and today I'm going to go through, as it's the start of the game season coming up, I'm going to go through my 3 points of how to get in to driven game shooting. The first thing you need to be thinking about is what you wear. I wouldn't wear what I'm wearing now. You come out with your breeks and your tweed waistcoat and your smart tweeds. And a proper day's game shooting is all about the going out and the meeting the clients, meeting the people that you shoot with. If you go and book yourself 150 bird, 200 bird day, you don't just go onto that day and you slaughter every single thing that's going out there. The whole idea of the day is you book the day. If it's far away, you go the night before and you stay in a hotel, but you get to the shoot and you're in about 8 or 9 pegs, and you go there, and the day will consist of 5 drives, some breakfast, some 11s, some lunch, and you'll shoot a couple of 100 birds. Now, shooting a couple of 100 birds doesn't mean every gun shoots 200 birds each. Your quota for that day will be about 20 birds, 25 birds. So you get there, you meet in the main house or the main part of the estate or the main part of the farm, and you have a coffee, maybe a bacon sandwich in the morning. You meet your fellow guns. Either the shoot captain or the gamekeeper will give you a rundown on the day, what you can and can't do, and then he'll draw for pegs. So he'll give you your rules and you draw for pegs, and they'll give you your cards and you pick one of those cards. You will pick 1 to 8 cards, so you might pick 3. So you've picked your peg, you'll go out, you'll get ready, you'll drive for the first drive. You get to the drive, and first thing you do when you get onto that peg is you look where your fellow neighbours are. You look where your next door neighbour is and where that next door neighbour is. Your kill zone, you draw a line halfway between you and him, halfway between you and him. And that is your kill zone. You look where the beaters are, you look where the picker-uppers are. The last thing you do is turn around and shoot over the top of picker-uppers. It's not the done thing. You look where the picker-uppers are. So my gun there, so that is my kill zone. That is where I'm going to close my gun. So I close my gun there. And I would put 2 cartridges in the gun, and I would just stand and hold the gun like that. And you point the gun in the air like that. As the birds start coming in the distance, you can normally see them in the distance, my gun will go to there. And then you shoot the drive. If you've never shot before, my suggestion would be to get yourself a loader or a / instructor to help you on that peg, because the last thing you want to do is shoot a low bird or something like that. It's the worst thing you'll ever do. You need to be thinking the birds need to be up. The last thing you want to do is shoot a low bird and blow the bird to smithereens. So the gun's up in the air, and that's generally the way you do it. Your loader and instructor will help you on the day. At the end of the drive, it will be finished on a whistle. The whistle will blow, put the gun back in the slip, and then you go off and walk off and go to the next drive. And then the procedure will start again. And then about 11 o'clock, you will have 11s. And then at lunchtime, generally some shoots will have lunch at lunchtime. Some shoots will shoot through and shoot at the end and eat at the end of the day. And then at the end of the day, the shoot captain or the peak or the keeper will tell you what you've shot, and then you will tip the keeper. It is traditional that you always take a brace. He will give you a brace, and then you tip the keeper. Generally, it's about £40 100. So you tip the keeper probably 50, 60 pounds, something like that. And you roll it up in your hand, he'll give you a brace of birds and you shake it. The one thing you do not want to do is not take that brace of birds. It's rude. If you're going to shoot at it, you really need to take some home and eat it. And that's, to me, is the way you do it. I personally like shooting an over and under. but I also like shooting the side by side as well. And I generally will pick a nice something like an English side by side or an AYA. If you haven't got a great deal of money, that you can pick an AYA up, sort of £1,500, £2,000. It's just traditional, puts a smile on your face. It's not hard work to shoot with a side by side. Most of them are double trigger. It's just something nice and traditional. And I'm going to be honest, the government is giving game shooting a really, really hard time at the moment. And even with lead, you can shoot still shot through these as well. Get yourself out on the game field this year before it goes. It is something that you have to do before you die. Comment below. Comment, what do you think of game shooting? Comment, have you ever had a go at it? You don't have to spend a fortune on it. You can pick up a nice day for £400 or £500, or you can go and spend really nice on a day. So comment below, comment what you think of game shooting. Now we're just going to go through some basic driven targets that you would pick up. So I'm going to pick a nice driven bird, and you really want to be shooting it 45-degree angle in front of you. Not too early, not too late. So I close my gun up, put my safety off, pull, 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 so you close the gun up, the gun is like that, and the idea is as the bird comes out, pull, gun's there, and you push it away there. And that's the way. You don't put the gun into there, you push it away, touch your cheek. Traditional side by side, I've got a side lock. It comes out, again, if you look, you can buy one of these. This is just something that you can be a little bit posy with. That opens up. And you've got hand detachable locks. So to buy an AYA side lock, you're not investing a huge amount of money, but it's just nice. It's just something that it's traditionally English. I know they're made in Spain, but they're traditionally English. You can go out and shoot a nice little game day, and you're not investing a fortune through it. And it's nice. It just puts a smile on your face. Pull. 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 The only thing I would say with shooting the side by side, barrels do get really hot, so you want to have a hand guard or something like that to go over it. Please like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. Don't forget, go to the Shooting Channel website to pick up your latest discounts on sponsors merchandise and TSC merchandise. And thank you for watching. Please hit that big subscribe button. It really helps us to give you content like this. Thank you.